week 4. Ooh. So we
Yeah,
moved.
long days, huh?
Yeah, we moved all our meetings to Sunday. So we had high school practice 2 to 4, and then we had our boys parent meeting, and then the girls parent meeting and coaches meeting. We had to put the boys in, and I was going to split the high school versus, and I was just, yeah, it's too much. Anyway, happy Sunday, guys. I just want to check in with everybody to make sure kind of we're on the same page and stuff. This week, marks our first week of our practices of the spring. We've had 2 of our youth practices, and then we had 3 high school practices this weekend. So got to see what we have. But just wanted to check in with everybody, confirm our coaching assignments, talk about our practice plan and kind of our schemes and what we want to do as far as in practices and trainings. So we're all aligned. Tournament and league play, if there's any questions about that I sent out. I did send out the link, kind of the checklist of what you guys needed, the coaches link earlier in the week, as far as updating your bio, making sure you have your AAU card, and doing your gold card. And then please don't pay for your gold card. Being a junior NBA team, they give us a code, so we don't have to pay for that. So making sure you guys don't pay for that if you haven't done it yet. And then just kind of give you an update on what teams will be up to this week by way of team retreats, getting their shooting shirts, the mentor-mentee program, and then team shoot, that kind of stuff. So yeah, we got a lot going on. Are there any questions about, I think I've talked to everybody about coaching assignments. No questions. We still do not have a team or a coach for 4th Elite, and I want to say 4th Elite, and because Macon has decided to go in another direction. She's kind of doing her own thing as far as training and doesn't want to commit to coaching a team and the time it would take to coaching a team. So, we'll wish her the best and all that, but that leaves us, without a coach for our 4th Elite and our younger team. We have a 2nd/3rd grade team, which I think Jacob could take. He's just a newer coach, so we'll see.
Keisha loves the babies.
Yeah, he loves it. Keisha loves the babies. Yeah,
I said Keisha can't stand the babies.
Keisha, you got 17U and the 2nd graders. No,
yeah, you got the 2nd graders.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying any attention to Edwina.
You
just got the 2nd graders, Keisha.
You got to bring it up here, then bring it way down here. So, no, I'm just kidding. So, I'm not worried. I'm just letting you guys know, if you know anybody that wants to coach and kind of join our family, that'd be great. But I think we might have what we need. We got a couple of new coaches starting, so we'll see. We'll see. And with the schedules, the way they are, the way we divided the schedules, so we're not always playing all at the same time. So then there'll be coverage. I think there's opportunity for coverage and for people to help out if needed. But the goal is to make sure each team has, a dedicated coach that kind of, feels good for parents when there's not a blank next to their kids' coach, their kids' teams. Yeah. So practice plans. We kind of started it last week. Kind of generally speaking, and wanting us all to kind of look the same, because I want us to play the same, as far as the younger kids and the older kids, and running the same stuff, because it's important that we're teaching our girls and boys a system and a structure that they can grow from, build confidence in, and be able to kind of move pieces around if we need them on other teams. Hearing a different voice is cool, as far as, other coaches touching different players. But as far as learning our system. I think us all doing the same thing and focusing on the same system, teaching the right way is really, really, really important. So I've been really hands-on with the babies, just because I want them. We're putting in a new system to this week, which is called Circle, and we want all our younger teams to know it. It's a great offense where it's a version of 5 out, but I think it's a little easier, and then it adds a little more opportunity. And because I don't know how many times I get this vein right here when I'm like cut, and it just kind of, and it's universal. So I'm just like, okay, maybe we should change something. So it's a little tweak to 5 out, but when you guys see it, if you haven't seen it yet, I think it's a big deal. The high schoolers look really good doing it, and you can go right into it from our max. You can go right into circle, and there's still that movement and rotation. And slice, you can go right into it, moving and rotation. And Coach Keisha wants to add for specific teams. Not all teams can run this defense, but for example, our 17U team will run it. I think the Fifth Rising could run it. But what's the name of your defense, Keisha?
Chaos.
Sorry, chaos.
Chaos. Yeah. So just us learning different stuff. You have a bunch of athletes, on your team, then this is kind of the defense we want you to run. But if you have long girls, not as fast, then this is the defense we want everybody to run. So that way, when we're moving pieces around, we're all teaching the same stuff. So that's the thing.
I just had one point of clarification. Circle is an offense. Our system is like after after a made free throw, other team makes a made free throw, we run sideline. After a made basket, if your team is built for that, we run diamond back into a 2-3 or 2-3 jump, or diamond back into a 1-2-2. So we're going to implement our system of what you do with certain events in the game, and every team should be running it that way.
For our younger teams, yep. So
Yep.
we want them all to look alike, the younger teams. So we're doing the same stuff. And then, reinforcing in our trainings that we have on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and everything we do, but all saying the same thing. So we're always talking about target hand. We're always talking about, jump stop. We're always talking about box out. So just reinforcing the fundamentals and all the drills and the plays that we run, and then using the same language in the training that we're in when we're doing, our training. So just all kind of coming together as one. And at some point they're going to be bored to death, but we want them to know the system like the back of our hand. And once we get to a certain point, we don't have to spend all this time on it. There's something that we do with the high schoolers, and we implemented with the 7th graders last week, which is Keisha, what is it? Blitz. And that's a great way to start practice. I love the energy in that. After we do our 3-man weave, 5-4, they go right in the blitz, and they're competing, and there's certain principles that we want to take from that we take into the game. So now, you make a basket, you're thinking defense, right? And we're talking about trapping, and it's an offensive drill too. So we want to talk about, different things you do under pressure. Maybe you're setting a pick. Now you're drawing 2 and you're jump stopping, finding the 1. So there's so many things, teaching points in that, and I love the energy of it. So that's something we want to do with even the younger kids too, is blitz to kind of start the practice. So just excited.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yep. So what you'll notice is, if you haven't yet, a lot of the teams are starting to plan their team retreats. It's just a cool way to kind of get these girls to like each other, not love each other, but at least like each other, get to know each other, so that chemistry off the court will translate into that chemistry on the court. So I noticed the new 7th grade team, I think they're going for yogurt next week or something. But we're telling the team moms to kind of take the lead on that and get the girls together and, get to know each other. Team shooting shirts, that's kind of Shauna's thing. So all the I'm taking care of high school and getting them ordered, but everyone's getting their shooting shirts ordered. Team shoe is team specific, so letting the teams vote on shoes. That's kind of their thing. High schoolers, um, I think they voted on 2 shoes, so I'll take the lead on that. They're not real big on all looking the same as far as shoes. I just want them to get a scholarship, so that's kind of the last thing we do. And then we're also implementing our mentor mentee program again. It's been a hit in the past, and last year we didn't follow through with some of it. Some of the girls connected, but not all of them did. So this year we'll have them assigned before the team retreat in hopes that everyone gets to meet each other, follow each other on social media, see each other at tournaments, and have different events at least quarterly for a mentor mentee. They can go to their games, and vice versa, and just have someone to guide them through this process. Our high schoolers are going to be under a lot of stress because the focus is recruiting, and it looks so different for everybody. And so the language, I'm using, I had a lot of different conversations with some girls is, they're, maybe their teammates getting recruited and they're not being recruited. And, they only need one. And they just continue to develop, continue to train, continue to show up and at these tournaments. The right colleges is going to see them. Right college is going to see them, and they'll get an opportunity to play at the next level. But it gets a little stressful once they get to the juniors, and I'm starting to feel the juniors and the seniors.
Angst.
Yeah, they're angst, and I just want them to know that they're the most important thing right now in Magic, the girls closest to graduating, and we're going to do everything we can to get them that opportunity that they've worked so hard for. So I'm just sharing that with you, so we're all kind of echoing the same message to them, and it's the players and the parents that kind of get kind of angst. So.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to have an opportunity, and that's our goal. So. Mm-hmm. That's all I had. All my catch-ups.
Well, I have a big shout out and thank you to Coach Matt for helping me realize the dream of the Magic Court in the backyard. Matt and his crew came out and laid Matt did a whole bunch of stuff, but the culmination was pouring the concrete. So concrete is poured. We just got to get the baskets up and draw the lines. So thank you, Matt.
Yeah, Magic Court in the building is beautiful, and you get to see it next week at our All Magic retreat. Next week is Saturday, 1 to 6. We have a couple of special guests come in, but our coaches are a big part of who we are. So we want everyone in attendance, so players and parents can meet you guys. They don't see all the coaches. They mostly see the coaches of their teams. So I love for you guys.
Matt unmuted for a minute, so I think he had something to say, Coach V.
Sure.
No, I was just welcome. I like this, and I like the journey that my daughter's on, especially with this team, this family. So.
Thank you. We love your daughter too, and your son.
I'm getting to know the son. I don't know him yet, but I'll probably end up loving him too.
Yeah. Well, what I know of him, he's a good boy and kind and a nice smile. You got to get him to move his hair out of his face, though, to see his smile. So I think that's all we had, unless somebody else had something. Archie, are you going or Brad?
I had a question. You had mentioned on the parent team meeting about Best of the West. Is that something that, as a coach of Fourth Rising, do I have to kind of talk to the parents and see if that's something they want to do, or are you just gonna hold them all out of Best of the West?
No, well, yeah, we're we'll confirm the schedule. I mean that's specifically for 5th and 6th Rising for sure, and 7th Rising.
Oh, okay.
But there's some teams that will still attend, and the 4th Rising is new, so it might be a cool experience for them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Speaking for the team.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll All right. I think they were just, I think I got text messages from the parents asking about that. So if we were going or not. And I kind of figured we would be going because we are just a newer team. So,
Yep. Yep.
And
and
Vanessa,
lastly,
you would talk to each team specifically.
okay. And lastly, it's the last day of cookie sales. So I'm dumping off these last boxes of cookies to back to the cupboard. So if anybody wants anything,
Wait,
better
you have the thin
let me
mint?
know now.
You have
I
the
thought
thin
you were going to
mint?
get bread or milk.
You have the thin
We
mint?
have 2 more boxes of Thin Mints left.
I'll take them
Like
both.
literally 2 single boxes.
I'll take them
Okay.
both.
Who's gonna need them?
Matt, do you need any Tagalogs anymore?
Nah, man. I think I got enough of that.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Happy Sunday. I'll see everybody this week. If you don't have any questions,
All righty. Bye-bye.
take care, guys.
Good night.
Hey.